travelers, it is me, the Ringmaster, the Blade of the Shining God. You may have heard this term. There are 3 blades. Althazar, the Blade of the Blessed. Giles Jordan Pete, the Blade of the Shining. And I, the Ringmaster, the Blade of the Transformed. There used to be one known as the Arbiter, but they were slain. They were weak. You're probably excited to hear what happens to these beautiful, shining, chosen members of our congregation. I assure you, it is an exciting tale. As before, be sure to listen to the Lovelycraftians. They weave a tale that will have you guessing, laughing, and feeling all sorts of ways. You can find it on any of your magical podcatchers. This Call of Cthulhu tale will not disappoint. Travelers, do not forget. Battle Bards, this bardic college, is composed of many of our brothers and sisters of the faith. We bring you wondrous sound effects that you can rejoice in. Be sure to check it out at battlebards.com. And remember, travelers, stick around to the end of the episode. We tricked Wingover into singing a song. We simply placed a song sheet down on a table, and when he saw it, he could not resist. That's what happens with bards. Now let us begin, as the Lovelycraftians present to you a shining birthday.
Iona and Seru, you are walking on over from the general store and heading on over to where everyone else is.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep a wide berth of that front door of the church. And, like, scoot around to where you are.
Hey, how you doing?
Yeah, I'd hit you with the whammy too.
The Hive didn't like that at all. Oh, jeez.
Oh, do we know about the Hive?
That's all up to...
Me?
Yeah, Ariel, if they want to say. For the most part, the Hive does hide its existence, but to members of the church, it's pretty open about its existence, as long as they don't try to destroy it.
Got it.
Yeah, like, because the church is all about acceptance, love, you know, the good shiny stuff.
Yeah.
This is one of those things where, like, I guess this is, like, my blessing that I got.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, the Hive didn't like that at all, so, kind of went a little crazy in there, and I couldn't even get the book. So, I couldn't even get close.
Well, we got milk.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Good, great.
Okay, now what?
All right, well, we need the book, so,
I'm not going back in there. Shit's getting real weird, and I'm not into it.
I can't even get in there. Is it possible that maybe you can go in there? Because Trash Bag's still going at it, like, you know, nodding
Going
along.
at it? What is she doing in there?
Like she's talking to the blue elf to distract him, and I couldn't even get close.
It's been like 20
It's
minutes.
been 20 minutes, and she's still like he's still a champ, So, just can you just take my place and be stealthy and get the book? It's in the front row, I think, in that area where he came from. I don't.
It was on the podium. He was looking at it.
Yeah, sure. Why not? I can give it a go. All right, I guess I'm going in.
All right, so roll a stealth, and we'll cut on over to Trash Bag.
You've learned so much.
I actually wanted to, because I just realized I have a spell. Can I do a charm person on Talotheus?
Teletheus?
Yes.
You sure can.
Wow!
What's the DC on this? Oh, DC 14? Okay. Whoa!
Whoa.
That went flying. Righteous!
That's what I was thinking.
I have had a few characters with that voice. I think they've either been wizards or police officers. It's kind of telling.
Probably fine.
So profesh.
Okay, so you're casting your spell. So you just kind of move your hands a little bit while you're talking, and this magic just goes out over him. And for a second, he just stops, and he looks a little confused. That's weird. Did you just cast a spell on me?
What? Huh?
Someone just cast a spell on me.
Somebody else is in here? Where?
Oh no, the book.
What book?
He quickly marches up to the podium. And what was that stealth check you got, Sarah?
I got an 18.
Well, that's good. So he goes up to this podium, and he is on one side of the podium, and you are on the other, just plastered to it, wide-eyed. And he looks down. Oh, good. The book's still here. Oh,
What's the book?
it's just right here.
Trashbag's gonna waddle up.
It's a strange, foul, evil book. I can read some of it, but it's difficult for me to get through it. So many rituals about death and murder. The book's still here, though. Somebody's trying to get it.
Do you think the book cast the spell on you?
My gods, maybe.
Okay, quick. I'm gonna use. So I have prestidigitation.
Prestidigitation.
That's it. That's the word. So I'm gonna quickly do some sparks and kind of make it look like it's coming off of the book if I can.
Oh God.
Yeah, roll me a perception or a performance. Either one.
Oh, let's do performance.
Because you're putting on a bit of a show.
Okay. So I got 11.
By the Stormlord, we need to do something about this book. Let's see.
Quick! Give it to me!
Nope,
Wait.
nope, definitely not going to do that.
But I can help you!
No, I don't want you to get hurt. You wait here. I'm gonna run to the back to go grab something.
Okay.
I'll be right back. And he rushes to the back.
With the book?
Nope.
Okay. Cool.
They think the book is evil, and it's currently sparking.
Okay. Gonna grab the book.
Time to get
Grab my
Fuck
friend
out.
that's hiding, and I'm gonna run out.
I'm just like, what is going on?
Just getting carried along.
Yeah.
So, Iona, you're sitting outside the church with Ariel, and you're both just talking about that whammy you got from the church, when suddenly Trashbag, he just runs right out of there. His hair is poofed up, his tail is massive, he's just got a crazed look in his eyes, Saru under one arm, the book under the other.
We gotta go.
the epitome of stealth.
So I imagine you're all trying to get the hell out of there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I just look back at the church and look at them, and then I just stand up and start briskly walking behind them.
You can hear from the church someone going, "What the hell?"
The con. It went well. Not the first time, but the second time, sure. Trash bag, you dude. You.
It's called that trash magic.
So where are you planning on going? Looking up at the sky, it looks pretty late. A lot of lanterns have been lit, and you're just kind of in the middle of this town square. Where are you going?
Trash bag is just like running in place and just being like, "Where are we going? Where are we going?"
Aaron, yell, take the book and take Saru.
Oh, I'll put you down. Sorry.
Trash bag, go sit by the well and start playing your lute like nothing happened.
Okay. Loot it is.
All right, so I take the book and Sarah, let's go.
Yeah, I'm just being like dragged around.
You hand the halfling over, lift it up, and even touch the
Yeah, just
ground.
like,
Actually, I don't think he saw that. I don't think he saw Saru. So Saru, you can choose what you want to do. You're an independent person.
I feel like up to this point, I've had no choice.
No.
I'm so sorry.
No. I put her down. Like, no, whatever you want to do, you do it.
I will come help you just in case we need to sneak the book away. Nobody knows or has really seen me,
So where are you two going with the book? There is the inn, there's a couple stores, there is the surrounding woods that are in this area, a lot of pine trees and stuff.
Oh shit, we need a pine tree.
Yes.
We need a pine tree.
Yes.
We need a pine branch.
Oh, a pine branch. Yeah, let's
fresh
go.
one.
Actually, let's head like into the woods and see if we can find some pine.
All right, so like a couple of high schoolers who just stole from the 7-Eleven, you run off into the bush. So, Iona, while you are in this little town square, you start hearing the wonderful lute playing of Trash Bag, and suddenly Taltheus bursts out of this church going, "Where's that damn Iona! Iona, you're back! What?
Evidently so.
What? Oh, there's a book. Trash Bag! Where is that book?"
Singing, "Chill out, what you yelling for? Lay back, it's all been done before." And if you could only let it be, you'll see I like you the way you are. I could keep singing.
I don't know. He just came out and started playing. If there was a book involved, I don't know what happened with it. It must still be in there somewhere.
The book was sparking, and I thought singing would save it.
Do you have the book?
No, I ran. Somebody else round everyone else. You're watching your back like you can't relax. You're trying to be cool. You look like a fool to me.
Okay, Apple.
I mean, he's not bad. He's okay, right?
So despite the time, a few townsfolk come out. They're hearing this music. Like Marvin's out there. He's dancing near the well. Like, yeah!
Marvin gets it.
And looking to the side of the inn, you see the cart that the halfling came in with the rest of you. It is gone. It looks long gone. That halfling must have just noped out of
This is
town.
not something I want.
Iona, it is wonderful to have you back, but could you please come into the temple and help me find this book? It is evil, and it has been used to summon some strange, bizarre demon creature that has already killed 2 people.
Iona's pausing. Like, she makes kind of a grimace face, and it's not well hidden, but yeah, I can do that.
Is everything okay? Are you in the middle of something? I didn't even know you were back.
I didn't know I was back either, so we can just let's go inside the temple and look for the book. And I'm like looking at Trash Bag, like, get the fuck out of here.
I'm gonna sing that way.
So-
Life's like this, you and you fall and you crawl.
So Trash Bag, the musical cat, keeps playing. A lot of people are really into this, and as Trash Bag is heading off, they just follow along, creating this weird parade. And they just don't have a lot of this music in this small town, and they're just really enjoying it.
Yeah, the Pied Piper of people who don't know better.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So, Saru and Ariel, you are wandering off into the brush, and it didn't take long, because once again, this town is quite small. You head off, a little off the road, just really into the thick of it, and you can see there are tons of pine trees out here, a few birch. There's next to no grass on the ground, because a lot of these pines take up a lot of the sun. You see a lot of exposed roots, needles, pine cones everywhere.
All right. So, you need a pine branch.
A newly formed pine tree branch. What does that even mean? What is newly formed?
Newly formed? So, just started growing out of the tree? Or...
But how do we tell?
I feel like Ariel would know.
Yeah, I feel like I would know. Would that be a nature check?
Yeah, go ahead and make a nature check.
10?
Yeah, I mean, that's good enough. So yeah, like, while you're looking at this, you're looking through them, and you know that the greener, lighter branches, as well as they'll have softer pine needles on them, and that'll indicate that it's a newer branch, whereas the other ones that have, like, the gray wood and the stiffer, dark green pines on it, those ones have been, fully grown, as Lucas says, with the weird amount of pine tree knowledge from living in Manitoba.
All right, so yes, I repeat everything he just said. No, it's going to be a green branch. Like, it looks like it's newly formed, pretty much.
Narrowed it down.
If one of you wants to make a perception check, you can see if you can find one in the area.
I got 11.
So you don't find one right away in this area, but you think if you do a little bit of wandering, you'll probably find something soon.
Okay. Still wandering, like going to the next area.
Go deeper into the forest.
Yeah, that's probably fine.
Yeah, you do a little bit of wandering. It doesn't take too long. And you find there's a few low-hanging, though you have to boost Saru to really reach any, but if you do so, it'll be really easy.
Like those, like the things that people use to pick up the garbage around town when they're picking up trash, like those extender arms with the
Yeah, that's what these saplings for.
Sarah, did you want me to pick you up, or did you want me to get it?
Nah, let's go.
So yeah, I pick her up again.
Yeah, it's quick. You just cut it with your knife, and you're right on down.
All right, cool. Put it back. All right, that's about it. Anything else we need besides? So we got the pine branch, we got the milk, we got the book.
You know there's a third ingredient, but you're not quite sure what it is because it's in the book.
Okay, and we have the book, right? So
Yes.
Yeah, luckily you do.
So open it to, do I know what page it's supposed to be on?
Yeah, they put a little bookmark in there for easy access.
All right. Awesome. Very thoughtful. All right, so I want to flip it open to that marker.
So you're flipping through this book and you open it up to the ritual, and this book is quite thick. I mean, the text of rituals and things that shouldn't be uttered and other such nonsense is going to be a big book. So when you finally get to the ritual, you see that it's written in almost like a conversational kind of way, and you find, so, you're trying to hatch an outer god. And it has a lot of things like, don't wait too long or the egg's gonna spoil. You can do this ritual. Closer to the egg is preferred, but a little bit of distance is okay. And you're gonna need a few things: a newly formed pine tree branch, 1 cup of fresh milk, any milk but soy, and a sorrow-filled heart. And right beside it is written figuratively or literally in someone else's text with a little question mark.
Our sorrow-filled heart?
Yeah.
That's a good question. Like, literally or figuratively. I don't know how it would be.
Like, do we get a heart, fill it with sorrow?
No. If it's literally, it means someone's heart that is filled with sorrow. Actually, their heart. But if it's not, then it's literally... I don't know what that would be figuratively, what that would be.
So you two stand over this strange, ancient book with useless rituals in it, thinking, huh. And we go over to Iona as you are walking into this temple while the Pied Piper leads away the crowd. Iona, as you're walking into this church, you are hit once again with that feeling of nostalgia and a feeling of unease as your amulet feels a little warm on your chest. Yes, Iona, you've been gone for some time now. How was your quest in Waterdeep?
Don't think it went... Well, it's really a matter of perspective. I need to confess something here, and I don't want you to freak out.
Okay.
I can't remember my life prior to a few months ago, and what I do remember is in bits and pieces, and it seems very different from what I know now.
They have the most concerned look on their face, like a parent figure could have.
Yeah, I get that. That makes sense.
Were you doing drugs?
It wasn't drugs. It was...
Okay.
Well, I guess maybe it might have been a little bit of drugs, but that's not the point.
Were you hurt at all? Maybe trauma to the head?
Okay, what am I rolling for that? Wisdom saving?
Yeah, you can try to remember.
I got a 14.
You remember the streets of Waterdeep being filled with hundreds and hundreds of members of your blessed, loving congregation, all shouting, "All hail the shining God." There was so many as you were standing there on the steps of the Temple of Ogma, and you remember looking at them with awe and fear, and this shadow looming over you, the Ringmaster. And then you feel a swift hit to your head and everything going to black.
I guess I'm a cleric of this new religion now, but I don't think I always was, and people are talking to me here like I existed here before that, and I feel very strongly that now that something happened.
You're a cleric of another religion? You're blessed of Talos. How could that be? Oh, what a few days this has been.
Yes, it's been quite the ordeal for you.
I'm sorry. Listen, I'm gonna go break out the wine.
Okay.
Why don't you come with me into the back? What's this name of your new religion?
I'm just gonna be honest and tell him flat out. It's the Shining God.
So you say the Shining God, and this is just as they're leading you to the back of the church, opening up a door and getting out some wine glasses, and right when that leaves your mouth, they freeze, slowly turn their head and say, "No. Shit." And we'll go back over to Trash Bag. So, Trash Bag, you are doing a few laps around the town. It's not big, and you finally make it back to Marvin's Marvelous Meals. And Marvin turns towards you. Oh, that was amazing. I love moon dancing in a crowd. It's been a while since I've done that.
Right, well, okay, bye.
Do you all want to come into the inn? Drinks are on me.
Oh, okay. I'll find my friends later.
Oh my god.
That's the spirit. And Marvin drags everyone onto his inn, and just as you're going in, these 4 fishermen all leave, walking in single file in almost perfect unison. And just as you're looking out towards them, a drink enters your hands almost supernaturally fast as Marvin is just getting drinks out to everyone.
Wow.
Let's party!
Yay!
How many drinks would Trash Bag indulge in?
I'm gonna say 2.
Okay, so you're feeling good, but you're being responsible.
Yeah, but like Trash Bag is like, Shining God, gotta do the thing, but maybe some drink will help.
That's right.
Nobody said it didn't.
Yeah, so you're having that good, fluffy, positive conversation.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of these people, they are enjoying it, because usually it's just small town gossip, which is pretty negative.
Yeah, I'm into it.
But instead now they get to hear about your bardic lifestyle, crazy things happening in Waterdeep. Life is good for them. And now we go over to Saru and Ariel. Are you both just heading on into town?
Yeah. I think so. Oh, like, did anyone see us when we, like, fled out? Like, I don't think so.
You didn't really see anyone, no.
Okay. So, yeah, I'm comfortable heading back in.
Yeah, it should be safe to come back.
So yeah, as you're coming back into Ythill, you can hear from the inn, because they have their windows open, get that nice evening breeze come on in. You can hear the loud voice of Trashbag as they are talking with all the people. People are laughing, having a good time, dancing in there.
Let me tell you all the recipes you can make out of garbage.
And Marvin is just super into it. Wow, that's so industrious. I never knew you could just do that with moldy food. You can just serve it anyways.
Yeah.
Jesus.
So what would you two like to do while you're hearing this?
This is I don't want to be a part of that conversation. So I go up to Trashbag and ask if they've seen forgot your name again. But like
Iona.
pretty much. Iona. What do I? Iona, yes. Like, have you seen her?
What?
Trashbag.
Me?
Yes, you. Have you seen Iona?
I've been drinking, and I sang a song, and we did a couple loops around the village.
Very active.
And then I saw some fishermen go in a straight line, like single file. They were like, marchy, march, march to the fish.
Yeah, we're heading out to fish at this time?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't judge them. I don't live that life. I don't fish, so
Where were they going?
that away.
Points toward like the housing near the shore.
Oh, okay.
Do you want a drink?
I'm good, thank you. But
What are you? Okay.
we got something we need to do, Trashbag.
Okay, I guess I'll go.
Thank you.
Bye, all my friends.
All right, so the three of you just march on out.
So I guess we'll head back to the center of town and like try to find Iona then.
Yeah.
I think that's a good idea. And then we can all put our smart brains together, and it'll be great.
Our smart brains. All right, let's do it. And let's see if we can see Iona out there.
So Iona, you are in the back of the church, like the living quarters, and this place as well, it's very nostalgic. When Althea said, oh, if you can go grab me that wine, you knew exactly where it was. You went, grabbed it, pulled it out, and while Taltheus is pouring the wine into these glasses, he looks over at you. Well, it seems your memories are there, but something's blocking them, whether it's magic or I don't know.
Both?
But Iona, this shining god is bad news.
It might have been trauma and magic.
It very well could be. And Iona, don't get offended when I say this, but the Church of the Shining God is a cult. They are committing atrocities and happily doing so while worshipping this strange outer being that is no god and claiming all other gods are evil.
Oh, dick. Okay. I rolled an 8 on a wisdom on that, so that's not going great there. That's not going over. Like,
It's almost like this conversation is reinforcing that the Shining God is great in your head.
yeah, exactly. I'm like, don't talk about him like that. You don't know.
Iona, we've seen the atrocities committed. Just those 2 gnomes, they worship the Shining God and summoned a demon that killed people.
That was an accident. They didn't deliberately summon the demon. I think they just screwed it up.
What did they screw up?
I don't know, just, a nice little offering that wasn't supposed to be people.
Iona, were you sent here by the Shining God? Those other newcomers, are those your friends?
I wouldn't call them friends. I don't really know them.
That's a little heavy. Okay.
Alright, see, it's fine.
Well, you guys don't get to get butthurt. You're not there.
Were you sent here with them?
Yeah, but now I don't know what I'm doing now.
Iona, mark my words, something bad is coming. We have been getting sign after sign. The animals getting sick, just being forced to drink soy milk, and the accident out at sea, losing so many people, strange sicknesses, the fish that we're catching are rotten. And that book, it was sparking and casting spells on me. Iona, I believe it's a cursed magic item.
I don't know. I don't think that I would deliberately do something like this. Like, I'll cause atrocities in Talus's name, but I wouldn't have ever done it just because. Wait.
Yes?
Do you think that maybe this is happening because I was switched religions? It all happens about the same time. And these are all affecting the town that I was part of.
Yes.
Can I shake this somehow? Would I know?
Of like how to get rid of this mental block?
Yeah.
Make me a wisdom check and a religion check.
Okay, religion is 14. Wisdom is 22.
So it definitely feels like divine magic. Something is placed over you. You know when you hold on to your symbol, you feel relaxed and like you don't want to look into your memories, and it's not a big deal. When you let go of it, that feeling comes back and the unease is back and you're worried.
I'm gonna take it off and put it away from my person, if I can do that.
To just set it on the table?
Yeah, so it's not touching me anymore.
Okay, roll me a wisdom check.
12.
So you go and you get your amulet almost over your head, and then you stop. Your knuckles are white. You're trying as hard as you can to move this thing, and involuntarily you set it back down onto your chest, and you feel happy and calm and ready.
I just shrug and like cross my legs like a petulant child at that point. Like, I don't have to prove anything. It's fine.
Oh my goodness. All right. Are you in town for a few days?
I suppose so, yeah.
Okay, if you and your friends, if they're not too deep into this stuff, you want to come by, we can try to figure out how to get your memories back. Meet with me tomorrow, and I'll help you, Iona. Did you want to stay the night here?
I think I'll stay at the inn. I think our ride left town, so we aren't going anywhere with any sort of expediency.
All right, and remember, they're executing those 2 gnomes in 2 days' time. I wonder if this has something to do with it, but I'll see you bright and early, all right?
All right, well, thank you for the wine and the very life-altering conversation.
He's just slowly nodding at you. Make sure you don't get into trouble, Iona. I have a feeling that something else is pulling the strings on this one.
Well, yeah, it's our gods, right? The Shining God knows everything, so why wouldn't he be doing that?
I see. I'll look into a few things. You go get some rest.
She just leaves. She doesn't really say anything else after that.
So you head out into this little town square, and it's quite late now. You see your friends are there, all standing about.
Oh, there you are.
You're right there.
Sure.
That
That's
was
fine.
very convincing.
Can I do a perception check on Iona to make sure she's okay?
That would be insight to see how they're feeling.
No. 6.
They seem alright. They just look like they don't really want to be there.
Okay.
I mean, you totally get it. You did not like that place at all.
Yeah, if anybody knows.
I totally understand. Oh, yeah, sure. All right, so it's getting late, guys. We got a couple of things. We're just missing one ingredient that I'm trying to have a hard time trying to figure out here. And
Maybe we should share with them that last ingredient?
yeah, a sorrowful heart.
Oh.
It says either figuratively or literally. We're not sure what that means. And I don't even know how to go about doing that, so.
How can you fill a heart with sorrow literally?
You could sing a sad song at it.
I could.
Does Trashbag know any sad songs?
I don't think so. What if I just sing a happy song, but I I frown?
You see their frown is a giant smile.
I think that would just be a confused heart more than anything. And we've got enough of those. We don't need any more.
Can we do like a, I don't know if it is Arcana check on that to see what sorrowful heart would be?
Like to decide if it's literal or figurative?
Yeah, like.
Yeah, it's a ritual. I'll let you make a check on that.
No, I got a 5 on that one.
You're not entirely sure because people way back then who wrote these rituals were probably pretty wacky. They didn't seem to have a great grasp on reality.
Ask your mind friends.
You could totally do that.
Oh, I could totally do that. All right, didn't really think about it, but yeah. Give me a second. I'm going to reach out to my brothers and sisters in the hive and ask if they know anything about a sorrowful heart.
So you all see as Ariel's eyes go completely black and they start whispering, almost like a clicking sound. And Ariel, for you, you are suddenly in this void. You are just standing in this black, and suddenly all these little lights start appearing around you, and you feel the love and warmth from all these voices, the collective, as some of them start arguing about, well, maybe it's this, maybe it's that, and they start wondering if it is figurative or literal, and eventually the collective comes together, and you can just feel all these minds spanning the stars, as they come to an agreement that this is most likely someone who's been struck by a great sorrow. And then you snap back out of it and everyone sees your eyes just suddenly, the pupils go back to normal.
Okay. They all agree, some arguing there, that it's probably someone who has been hit with something sorrowful, that they're extremely sad, grief-stricken probably.
And then we cut out their heart.
I don't know about that one, but it could be them. I got
a knife in my bag.
It could just be they are the sacrifice regardless.
And then we cut out their heart.
If that's what you want to do, sure. But yeah, we need someone that is grief-stricken.
Okay. Who do we know who is sad?
I don't know. I don't know anyone here.
Well, this is your hometown, right, Iona?
That's kind of like asking an amnesiac what their favorite food is. They're not gonna know. I don't know the answer to that. Yes? Question mark?
Did you talk with anybody? Maybe somebody was like, "Oh, I missed you, Iona. I'm sad."
No, not really.
Oh, okay.
No, nothing happened. No one, I mean, people died here, correct?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so maybe one of those people could be sad.
Didn't somebody lose their kids?
Yes, from the night gaunts, I'm assuming.
Yeah, let's find that guy. Tom.
You got a way better memory than my players.
So Tom, where do we find Tom? It's starting to get dark.
What if we just yell the name Tom?
I don't think that's a good idea.
Yeah, it's kind of dark. It's night.
Should we go to bed?
We could ask Marvin.
Marvin's my best friend. We are totally in. In the inn.
Yeah, we can ask Tom, ask him about Tom and where he lives, and we can see Tom tomorrow.
And then cut out his heart.
No.
Yeah, one of you isn't quite in the cult yet. And
What if we just dump him down in the well? Is that where the egg is?
Oh, and then we just dump all the stuff down there.
You guys read the ritual. Is that what we're supposed to do?
Did we read in the ritual that the egg is down the well?
We read the ingredients, not how they're put.
You did not get a location for the egg from the book, but it just said near as possible.
Okay, maybe we should pop by the sheriffs again and ask if they know where the egg is.
Oh, that's a good idea.
And someone else go ask about Tom.
Before they're dead, yeah.
So what's the plan? It is nighttime right now. It's pretty late. You're all just standing near a well.
You know what? I'm tired as fuck and I'm drunk. I'm gonna go to sleep. I've had a day.
Yeah, that wine is hitting you, and everyone is just tired from dealing with the people of this lovely town.
I could sing a song of rest.
No.
No,
Let's
thank you.
just
I
sleep
think we're
sounds-
exhausted
Yes.
already.
I want to hear it.
All right. Well, I'm just gonna go in. We'll see you guys in the morning.
I'm just gonna walk.
I want to hear the song.
And we're just gonna go into the end and yeah, good night. Well, yeah. Goodbye.
Go to sleep, sweet Iona.
There's like someone from their house that's just shouting.
I think they like it.
Luckily, you're not making my headache worse.
That's good.
Yeah, if anything, this has a strange healing effect from Bardic Rest.
Or at least tolerable. It's not worse.
So, Saru and Ariel, as you walk into the inn, you see Marvin is there. He's got his onesie jammy set going. It's like a soft powder blue with some clouds. Oh, hey, everyone. Yeah, you're back. I figure you're going to need some rooms. How many you want?
Guess we'll take that 3, but someone's gonna have to double up, I guess.
Okay, right on. Do you have any money?
How much money?
We'll say it's 3 rooms, carry the 1. 1 gold?
Oh, okay.
Sure.
I'll give 1 gold.
Whoa, nice. He puts it in a little belly pouch, and he's like, there we go.
All right. Question for you. Do you know someone named Tom?
Oh yeah. Oh, I feel so bad about Tom. He is going through some tough stuff right now.
Is it what happened? I heard a couple of things, but
Well, 2 of his kids just got killed by an evil monster that creeped out of a well, and I mean that is the main thing that has got him down.
oh, both of his children. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very grief-stricken indeed. Do you know
Yeah.
where we can find him? I want to talk to him and make sure he's all right. We heard a little bit about the story. I didn't realize it was both of his children, So, want to give my condolences, really.
Wow, that's super nice of you.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, you can find him at house 1A on First Street. Lots of wreaths and flowers and stuff. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we can just go kind of by numbers and letters here. There's really only 2 streets.
I was going to say.
1A, First Street. There's only 2. All right, cool.
Yeah, we just figured, like, there's not a whole lot of us, so, like, we'll just kind of number it like that. Should be good.
All right, so then we'll see him tomorrow and give our condolences. So thank you very much for that.
Yeah, of course. Here are the keys to your rooms, and I'll just give the last one to the 2 out there that are singing.
Yes.
Oh. Well, they're gonna have to share a room.
They're the ones that are sharing the room, especially if, that helps with sleeping, I guess. But yeah, so let's go ahead. I go upstairs to my room.
Yes.
They're pretty basic rooms. They got, like, a cot, little writing desk, there's a candle, a chair, it's not too much. And as for the dynamic duo, what are you 2 doing jamming outside?
Okay, the end.
That was marvelous. Thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome. I guess we should, go to bed or, whatever.
You want to pop by the sheriff's real quick? Find that egg first, and then we'll go to bed?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, we'll just go around the back. We don't need to, worry about the front.
I got great vision in the dark,
Perfect.
despite my eyes looking weird.
Is it tall enough for us to reach, or do I have to boost her as well?
I'm 6 foot.
You have to do a bit of a boost still.
You're 6 foot?
Yeah, that's what my thingy says.
Jesus Christ.
That's a tall cat.
That's a tall cat.
I'm a tall
Oh wow.
kitty.
Thought you were like 5 foot or
I
something.
didn't realize that is not how
Yeah.
I saw you in this light right now. I saw you as like,
I'm a
The
big
whole
boy.
perception is
Okay,
changed.
I don't know that. I don't know that I can lift you, but I can.
I might be pretty strong. I could probably lift you. What are
Well,
you?
I want you to take a peek as your eyes are better than mine.
Oh, that's true.
So I want you to look in there and make sure the sheriff's not in there before we start whispering shit to them.
Oh, that's true. That's true. We should whisper now.
So I'm gonna like bottom of the pyramid,
Okay. Okay.
down on the butt. You can step on me.
Mhm.
It'll be okay.
Okay. I love this idea. Doing great.
Yeah, I heard about this on Netflix. Fallen
yeah.
is real bad, but you should be fine.
Yeah, it's okay. We're not doing anything technically difficult. It's just this little thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you get boosted up there and you look on in and you see Sheriff Olivia is just out on a cot and their hat is over on a little coat rack there. And you see the two gnomes are just snoozing in a little friendship, pal.
That's cute.
Okay. So the sheriff is sleeping. I don't know. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I'm just right here.
Okay. So the sheriff is sleeping. Chili, and Chili Belly are sleeping.
Do we want to risk waking the sheriff up to wake these two up?
I mean, should I maybe like throw something at them?
Be real gentle.
Okay.
Because they're just small. They're just so small.
They're very small. Let me see if I can find like a pebble or something.
Okay. You can definitely find one, no problem,
Okay.
but I want you to make a sleight of hand check.
Okay.
Do not hit the sheriff. And if you hit the sheriff, just run.
I will do my best.
Okay.
Okay. I love you. 12?
All right, so you toss it in, and you manage to wake up one gnome because they are laying back, their mouth is open, and they're snoring. You toss that pebble in, goes right into his mouth. It's and he wakes up and looks up at you. The sheriff hasn't woken up. The gnome laying on him hasn't woken up, and he just waves.
Hey. Hi, Jelly Belly.
Hi, thanks for the pebble.
Yeah, you're welcome. So where's the egg?
Yeah, we were trying to figure that out. It's either something to do with something to do with the well, or something to do with the ocean.
Okay, ocean or the well.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Welcome.
Bye, good night.
Good night.
Sleep tight.
And they just wave back to you.
Climb down. Okay, so they said it's possibly the well, they're not sure, or the ocean.
Okay, well, we've only got one sad man, so.
I mean, I could maybe we take. Is the well filled with water?
It should be. They look pretty full. Like, well used. Well used, get it?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, anybody a good swimmer?
Maybe in another life? I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Okay, let's just go to bed for now. We'll wake up in the morning and talk to the
Yeah,
others.
we'll sleep on it. We'll sleep
Yeah,
on it.
sleep. And
Yeah.
if you have any dreams that say there's an egg here,
Okay.
remember that.
I will remember that.
Cool. All right,
Okay.
let's go to bed.
Bye.
And we're going to the same place.
Oh, okay.
So the two of you make it back to the inn, and Marvin looks like he's just getting ready to go to bed, and he looks back. Oh, hey, good timing. Here you go. One room left, and it's already been paid for.
Oh,
Okay, thanks.
I love the floor.
All right, I'll bring by some extra blankets.
Wow!
Just kind of a rock star.
So he brings back a bunch of like extra blankets and pillows, and when you all get up to your room, you crash pretty hard because it's been a long night.
That was a very long day.
Shortly after you fall asleep, you are awoken by this loud rumbling. Windows are shattering, you hear plates falling, people are screaming as this loud, deep roar and moan is coming from underground. You all kind of wake up just in the middle of this night, and there is a strange soft glow coming from outside. What do each of you do?
Gonna wake up and be like, is this happening? Hello?
What about the rest of you?
I'm gonna get up as well. I had added 2 of the people to my fold. I believe.
Yes.
Are they fully initiated? I guess is the question. Or can I reach out to them?
You can feel it working, like it's in the process, and they are being merged into the collective.
Okay, cool. So I was gonna see if like I could see like to reach out to them and find out what was going on wherever they are, but
You can definitely try it if you want to make a wisdom check.
it's 5.
So you're trying to reach out to them, but the connection just isn't firm enough yet for you to get them to help you out.
Okay.
And what about the last 2?
I'm going to jump up and go like knock on Ariel's door to try and like wake her up if she's not already woken up.
Yes. What is it? I go to the door and I open it.
Do you hear that?
Oh yes, for sure. I was trying to reach out, but I can't reach out to the 2 initiates at all for me. So, it is what it is. But I guess we go outside to find out what's going on or downstairs.
Yeah.
And Iona, you wake up with that fun wine hangover.
Great. So aside from that, and like feeling really uneasy because it's a really loud noise and it sounds really bad and my faith is already shaken. Underneath all of that, I'm real excited.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pumped about this. Like, fuck yes, let's get some thunderstorms going.
Yeah, you are stoked because this is a good sign. Or maybe a bad sign, but it might be a good sign.
But it might be. I have no idea anymore. Who knows? Who knows? Iona, do you feel that rumbling? Boy, do I.
Oh, okay. Just making sure. I guess we should go look at that. I don't know.
All right, I'll get my outside clothes back on. I was still dressed. I was in sleep clothes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll put my pants on.
Cat pants.
So the 4 of you step outside and you see this soft yellowish glow coming from the well. And it just starts to fade. Maybe like 2 seconds it's there. And as it fades, so does the rumbling and the moaning and this whole chaos. And Taltheus bursts out of the church. Olivia comes out of the sheriff's office, this glowing axe in hand. Just all these people are coming outside to see what's going on.
What was that?
I don't know, man. That was crazy. And Marvin just walks on in. I just got to sleep. I was moon dancing.
Moon dancing.
Oh, so good at that.
Yeah, I was dancing under the light of the moon.
Ah.
Yeah, I made it up. It's one of the things I'm gonna bring to Waterdeep sometime.
Wow.
You're a delight, Marvin. I hope you don't die.
Whoa, that's heavy, and thank you. I hope so too. Dwarves are supposed to be like this really traditional stoic people, and I tend to always just make them into surfers and real soft boys.
I like that.
I like the soft boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Wow.
I'm gonna approach the sheriff. What happened? What was that?
Well, I came outside and the ground was moaning and glowing. So that's where I'm at.
We're on the same page.
Does that usually happen?
No, this is a first.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so many weird things are going on. Try to wake up. I don't know what to do. I guess we can investigate this well.
Yeah, I think Trash Bag's gonna wander over and be like, oh, what's going on here in that well?
So you wander over and you look into this well, and definitely the water is moving around. It's really sloshy, like it had just been shook.
It's all whoosh in there.
Whoosh.
Yeah, does it normally do that?
Well, it shouldn't. It should not be all woololoosh. Wells don't usually woololoosh unless there's an earthquake of some sort.
Well, if ground went all blah, blah, blah.
You see anything else?
Let me.
Do you see
Just
anything
gonna use my
egg-like?
little dark vision, my little cat eyes. Am I right?
So right.
Okay. Looking down there.
Make me a perception.
I got 16.
So just for a moment, you swear you saw the face of a woman just faintly under the water, and then it quickly darts away, and now there's nothing.
Okay, bye.
Appropriate response.
Yeah.
It's I saw.
Iona, I saw a face. Kind of face. It's like a lady face. But it was like just a second. And then I back down. It's really weird. Yeah, is she incubating the egg? I didn't ask. Should I go ask? I don't know. Maybe not when the sheriff's watching. Okay, that's why I'm whispering. Yeah, smart. Maybe in the morning. We'll ask her. Okay. Do we know what the moaning sounded like? Was it like a sad moan or like a pained moan?
A little pained, and it sounds like something is really big.
Well, think you're Wells constipated. It just happens.
Maybe the egg is in there?
Just full of water.
Teltheus rushes over, his robes are wrapped around him. What was that energy in there? That glow? I'd never seen anything come from this well before. Oh, we're going to need to investigate this tomorrow, early in the morning.
Or not.
No, we should definitely be the ones with Tom to go look.
Oh, yes.
Because
Tom?
Tom could maybe get revenge on whatever's down there.
I don't know if he's mentally fit to start hopping into combat. I don't even know if the boy's seen a fight.
Well, it's good for your heart, though.
I suppose.
Well, we'll talk to Tom in the morning. It's decided.
Okay.
Yay! All right, everybody, let's go to bed.
I'll see you all in the morning, and then we'll discuss this well.
Or we'll just have Tom go down there. It'll be great. Let's go. Bye.
Night, everyone.
The crowd starts to disperse. There's a lot of lanterns that are lit. People are cleaning up broken glass, closing doors. And you all make it back up to your room, and the moment you hit those beds, you are all just out for the night. Ariel, as you drift off into sleep, you are once more in that void as the lights start appearing around you. More and more you hear the collective's voices, whispering, shouting, talking. You hear all this information from different worlds, realms, timelines, stuff from the future, the past, and it's all swirling together, this newfound knowledge as the collective grows stronger, and you feel those two new ones being brought in. Saru, you start having nightmares about having joined a cult. You are having these nightmares. People are chasing you through the streets. They're shouting, "She's there! She's the one from the Shining God Church!" And you are trying to get away from them. You're finally cornered. You take this vial of yellow liquid out that they had given you. You drink it, and suddenly you are stronger. You chase these people off. No more are they going to chase you in your streets. And you snap awake, covered in sweat, and you see that you are holding on to that vial that they gave you. Iona, you are having memories float right by you. It's bits and pieces of your childhood. You see moments where you helped build a boat. There was a time when Teltheus taught you how to fish. You've been diving in the ocean. You had withstand the most fearsome storm by yourself on a ship. These memories are all floating past you, and it feels like you're watching someone else's life. It doesn't quite feel like yours. Trash bag, you are dreaming that you're a rock star.
Hell yeah.
And Trash bag, as this fun memory is going on, things start to come back to you. And I'll need everyone aside from Sam to take off their headphones. Trash bag, you start to remember something. there's a traitor in your midst. You can't remember who it was, but you were told specifically. You saw it. You remember seeing a conversation. Someone was going to betray the cause. It could be Tom. It could be one of your party members. You don't know who. But someone here is trying to sabotage the Shining God.
Okay, perfect.
So you all wake up in the morning and you're feeling pretty good. You actually smell these delicious smells wafting up. Someone is making something delicious.
Ooh.
Breakfast time.
Yeah. Breakfast.
A day of existential crisis really makes you hungry.
This is true.
What makes you say that?
I had a day.
I had
But you know what? I feel great
a
now.
day, though, too. Yay.
You did. You sang like crazy.
I did. I'm gonna be famous. I am famous. Let's get breakfast.
So you all come down and you take a seat at a table as Marvin is moonwalking into this room carrying multiple
Wow.
plates.
Oh my, okay.
He puts them down on the table in front of you and says, "Breakfast is served."
I applaud.
Moving and a grooving. Yeah.
These are my last plates, so don't break them because the rest broke last
Ooh.
night.
We need to get you some metal plates.
Yeah, I wonder if Preston still has some. Probably everybody's going to head there and try to buy them. Maybe Quentin has something in his weird leather shop. I don't know.
Who knows? Leather plates. Those won't break.
That's true.
Nope, but they'll be weird.
They'll be, yeah. Don't eat soup out of them.
Might give some flavor.
That's true. That could be like a new recipe.
Yeah.
Old
Anyway,
leather.
this is delicious. Thank you.
Yum, yum, yum.
So he heads off into the back, and you can hear him sweeping up broken ceramics and stuff. And it's now just the four of you in here. You don't see anyone else in this commons room.
That's odd.
No.
Everybody.
Everybody sleep well?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Okay. All sound very convincing.
I was just communing with my brothers and sisters all night. It was glorious.
Oh, that's nice. How are they? Family good?
They're good. The other two are starting to kind of get involved, so I'm a little
Cool.
proud of them.
That's great.
Good times. Yeah, that's me.
Wonderful.
I had a wonderful sleep.
Yeah, me too. Everybody else doing good?
Yesterday was weird, but I think it's okay now.
Oh, okay. Why was it weird?
It's not important. It's probably fine.
Oh, I care about you.
I appreciate that.
Yeah. Just want to make sure everybody's okay.
You know what? Let's get this egg thing over with, and then I'll tell you all about it.
Okay.
It'll be a story for you to pass on.
Oh, I love it. I'll have a new song.
So while you're all sitting and talking and eating, Ariel, you suddenly are hit with this wave of joy, and you all see her eyes go completely black, and you can hear it's the two new ones that are brought into the fold. They say to you through whispers,
Oh. It seems like there was a death at the ocean side somewhere, according to the two people that I'm with, so...
Yeah, that's interesting because our hilly jilly jelly bean friends in the jail, they were like, oh, the egg might be like in the ocean, or it could be in the well.
So, do they know how that died? Like, how do they know what happened, I guess? Like, the people that reported the death?
you hear a whisper and it says,
It appears to be a murder.
Oh. Oh, boy. Okay.
The one known as Preston who ran the general store.
Oh, my God.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. That's weird.
Is murder afoot?
Do you want us to report this to the sheriff?
We should go there first.
Let's get there. I tell them we're going to be there first, and then we'll report it.
All right.
so I imagine that's where you're all going right now?
Let's
Yeah.
go see a murder. Or not a murder.
A death.
A death.
It's not a murder yet.
I
Maybe.
don't know.
So you start walking towards the beach, and it isn't long before you hit sand and you start kind of moving through that. And after a little bit, you find those two guards. You see the large Goliath man is standing there with the Azamar woman, and they're just staring callously down at this body. They look up towards you, and Ariel, you could see their eyes are completely black. They are probably still trying to find their identity. They're really deep in the collective, in the hive mind, and it's going to take them a bit to remember who they were.
Mm-hmm.
And as you get up to this body, you can see there are marks around their neck. There's claw marks on their faces, and they're still very wet. It clearly looks like there was a struggle, and whatever did this was human or humanoid.
Okay. Thank you, too, for telling me.
Of course.
Sorry. Oh, so, thanks. So, can I find out when this happened? Let me see, 1 second.
If you want to do a medicine check, you could definitely figure out a time of death.
5! I'm just doing 5s all day. But yeah, nope.
It happened last night for sure.
Last night, for sure. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't even remember seeing, well, I wasn't the one that talked to him.
Yeah, you don't know who this guy is.
Is that Preston?
Yes.
I just know his name is Preston, but that's about it.
Is this going to affect me somehow? Like a loss that I can't pin down?
Roll a wisdom check.
Alright, this is a 13.
So you definitely feel sad about this. You can't remember what connection you had with this person, but there's definitely a part of you that is very sad about it.
Well, he didn't deserve this.
Oh, you knew him?
Yeah. I knew him from before we all got together. I think.
Oh, your hometown.
You see, a few locals are coming on by, and they're carrying a boat. Looks like they're just getting out, ready to go fishing, when they see the body. And they drop the boat and rush over to the lot of you. What happened? Oh God, Preston.
Someone get the sheriff.
Yes.
Yes, like the guards found them and we were nearby and
So sad.
we don't know what happened.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go get Olivia.
Yeah.
And you see one of them just runs off towards the middle of the town, and the other one is still there. They crouch down by Preston. They're getting really teary-eyed. How could this even happen? Preston was such a good guy. Who would do this?
I could sing a song, but I don't know sad songs.
No. I don't think we need a song right now.
Okay.
We need Teltheus. We need to Iona, you started under Teltheus. Can you look at the body? Can you see what happened?
What do you want me to do exactly?
I have no idea why he'd be out here, but does it look like someone did this to him? Was this a murder?
Oh, did he go swimming? And is he...
I'm gonna have to roll a medicine on that one, I think.
Yeah.
Oh shit, natural 20.
Nice.
Oh,
This 100% was a murder. You could tell there are signs of struggle. His clothing is ripped in some places. The marks on his neck, the claw marks on his face. He was definitely forced underwater.
Now to decide if I want to tell the truth or not.
So what happened?
I don't know. I think someone may have forced him
Oh.
into the water.
Oh.
But who? He was a nice guy.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I didn't meet him.
You see Teltheus and Olivia are jogging back with a few other townsfolk, and Teltheus makes it up to the body. Oh my goodness, this was definitely a murder. But who would have done this? Preston was a good person.
No, Preston.
Why would this even happen? Why are these bad things happening? And yeah, you see Tom is just
No.
feeling it. It's this man, he looks like he's maybe in his early 40s. His hair is disheveled, his clothes look stained. He has this beard going on. Bad things just keep happening around me.
Well, I don't think it's your fault that this has happened. That any of this is happening to you.
I just feel like we angered Talos or something. I don't know. And Olivia is looking around here. Okay, this is a crime scene. I need everyone to back out of here.
Okay.
If only I had some fantasy police tape.
Can
Rope?
Oh, that's a good point. I'll use this handy yellow rope I have.
Can I do a quick detect magic?
So as you cast Detect Magic, suddenly you see two different auras going on. You see one is around Sheriff Olivia's axe. It looks like some kind of elemental enchantment glowing around it. And you see there is a row of potions on Teltheus' belt as he's crouched over.
Okay. Yeah. They found him dead. We found him dead. It's so weird. It's sad.
The guards are standing almost statue-like.
I'm gonna use my paws to force my face into a frown. Well,
Everyone's looking a little weird and awkward.
Murder does weird things to us. you
Yeah.
know. Nobody likes this.
we all grieve in our own ways.
Olivia takes a deep breath and she's crouched down near the body. Teltheus, I'm gonna need some time to set all this up, so if you want to take a look at that well, now's a good time because I'm probably gonna need you for the rest of the day. And Teltheus straightens up and adjusts his robes. Of course, yes. Does anyone wish to accompany me to the well?
Tom!
Tom.
I will come with you.
I will come.
I will also go.
Let's all go to the well. It was weird.
Tom's just looking at you all. Why should I go?
Tom, you should come. You shouldn't be looking at this dead body anymore.
I guess.
You look sad.
And you should be surrounded by people just to, you know.
Yeah.
And trash bags really good at making people happy.
I'm so good at making people happy. I mean, what I think is happy.
Tom's following along. I don't know how to be happy anymore.
No, yeah. It can be hard, you know? Like, sometimes you're like, whoa, I forget. And, like, totally get that.
So you console Tom in your own special way as you make your way to the well. And when you all finally arrive, Teltheus hands a potion out to each of you. I made these potions. They're potions of water breathing. I don't need them myself, but I assume the rest of you will. And as well as I have this, and he pulls out this strange-looking torch. Now this torch will light underwater, but once it's lit, that's it. It's not gonna be put out again, not for a while. So, use it when we need it. Is everyone ready?
Well, I can see in the dark.
So can I.
I cannot.
I also cannot.
So
Great.
this is definitely of great importance.
Let's go.
And Tom just kind of sniffs a little bit. I guess I'll just head on back to the inn then if you guys are gonna go have fun in the water.
Well, Tom, why don't you be our lookout?
What?
We need your help.
How could I help?
Be, like, just watchful. Like, watch us go down there. Make sure nothing happens. And if something does happen, get us help.
Okay.
Yeah. You're really helpful. We really need your help.
Yeah, I told Sandra I was gonna be out today, so that's fine.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't got much going on, right?
What with your children dead?
He just starts crying again.
It's good. You're being helpful. This is good.
You're getting back involved with the community, and
Yeah.
that's a really important part of grieving.
Okay.
Yeah. You're doing good. You're doing good. Just gonna slap his shoulders a little. Like, you're good. You're good.
So the potions are potions of water breathing that will last 24 hours.
Oh, cool.
All right.
You'll best want to drink those before we get in there. I don't need any because I'm from the ocean, so it's not necessary.
Oh.
All right, so let's get going. And he starts climbing down the rope.
Oh, thank you.
And then down the potion, and in we go.
Yes.
All right.
So as you all drink this potion, you feel it like coat your insides, and your lungs feel a little weird at first, and then it's okay. And I need athletics checks from everyone as you go down this rope.
Oh boy. Okay.
Oh, boy.
This always turns out well for me.
Oh, I got a 15.
Got an 8.
I got a 10.
An 8.
So, Iona, you start climbing down this rope, and it's going good, and Seru, you're quick to follow, and everything's looking alright, but then our last two companions, Trashbag and Ariel, you both just jump on this rope, because why wouldn't this rope support you? They should have set it up properly.
Yeah.
And as you do this, suddenly the rope just slips out of Tom's hand. And he goes, "Oh shit!" And you two fall down. You hit into Seru, who hits into Iona, who hits into Teltheus, and you all just slam into the water. So as you slam underneath the water, this torch lights up, and suddenly you can see everything around you. There is a large cavern underneath this town. You see colorful, beautiful coral reefs all around, and these 4 women start swimming towards you. And these kind of tales are common enough that you know that these 4 beings must either be merfolk or sirens, and you're not sure which ones they are.
Shit.
That's very important to know which one those are.
Hi!
They're all looking very inquisitively at all 5 of you.
How has no one investigated this before we came here?
Yeah, well, no one really thinks I should go swim in the well, see what's there.
I think that a lot.
So while you are all sort of looking at all of this, Teltheus looks at the rest of you with an oh shit look as you see the rope that you were supposed to climb just comes and falls past you.
It's okay. Tom will help us.
He was very helpful just now.
What do you 4 want to do as these ones are just swimming circles around you and they're just staring?
I'm going to use my Lightfoot halfling trait, which is naturally stealthy, and I'm going to hide behind someone.
Oh, okay.
Sure, roll a stealth.
Can't do math. 16.
So as these 4 are swimming around all of you, you all are starting to kind of form this little circle, and Seru, you just kind of scoot into the middle.
I'm gonna sing a song.
Like, we can talk underwater?
As hello, right? Maybe?
Nope, but how does it sound anyways?
It's gonna sound. You see it is greener inside the orchard. Well, are you doing about going up there? But that is a big mistake. Just look at the world around you.
So they look really excited that you're singing. So they start singing.
Oh, crap.
And their singing is beautiful as it echoes throughout the water, and all of you feel so relaxed and so calm. And I need everyone to make me a wisdom saving throw.
15.
19.
I got 12.
Oh, 20?
Nice.
Okay, so only Trashbag is affected by this, and you think that their singing is just so beautiful, and you just want to swim over to them.
Hey, I'm gonna go over there. Yeah.
No.
Yeah. I sound just like them, and we all sing good, and it'll be great.
This is all coming through as...
Yeah.
I'm just shaking my head at you.
No, nodding head vigorously. Yep.
And they begin to pull Trashbag towards them as if to bring him further into the cave.
Let's say they want me to go. It's okay.
Can I just, am I near Trash Bag? Can I just, grab?
Yep.
I'm going to grab him really hard in my direction. No. No.
Oh.
So they start to get angry as they realize that their song isn't working on all of you and you're trying to take Trashbag away from them. And the glamour that was on them seems to fade. Their eyes are completely black and sunken. Their skin is wilted and withered. You see their hands end in these bestial claws. Their teeth are jagged as they start slowly sinking their claws into Trashbag. And Trashbag just feels really good.
Yeah.
But You start to see his blood float into the water.
Damn. Okay. Well,
And Trash Bag, you take 4 points of damage. But you still feel really good.
Yeah. I'm so happy.
And let's do initiative.
I got a 3.
23.
I got 15.
yeah, 2.
So we start with Seru. So Seru, you see that this whole situation has changed. Trash Bag is being drawn into all of them as Ariel is trying to pull them back, and the blood is starting to float into the water. Their scraggly black hair is now floating along as this glamour is long gone. And what would you like to do?
Quick question. What is a prepared spell, magic missile, or fog cloud?
So that means you can cast those spells, so you could choose Magic Missile or Fog Cloud. So Fog Cloud will make this area really difficult to see, whereas Magic Missile is like a guaranteed hit.
I'm going to do that. 4, 7, 10.
Awesome, so your bolts of magic fling through this water, just creating these pathways. As they slam into this siren, you see this inky black blood is coming from this creature now, as it shrieks, and its shriek just reverberates through this water. And it's starting to move away a little bit, and it goes over to Trash Bag. You can make me another wisdom saving throw.
Okay. 16.
So you snap out of this. Suddenly you're like, oh, no, this is a bad situation. That hurts.
I don't like that!
But 3 of them are holding on to you right now.
I'm going to go ahead and use my cat claws.
Okay, so roll to hit. So there's an injured one that isn't holding on to you, and 3 that are.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab for, like, the hands that are holding on to me.
Okay.
I got a 2.
So you claw down onto one of their hands, then they look surprised and get away from you as they didn't realize that their charm was broken. And the 2 that are still holding on to you go to bite down on you. And what is your AC?
Oh, it's a 14. I have leather.
So they both hit. As these 2 just bite down into you, Trash Bag, your blood is flowing freely as you take 8 points of damage. And the other 2 quickly swim off. One of them darts right towards Teltheus. And Iona, what is your AC as the other one is coming right at you?
15.
Okay, that's a miss. So criticals work a little bit differently in our game. We have a critical hit chart that we roll percentiles on, and and some of them, sometimes it's just times 2 your damage, maybe times 3, and other times, like when I roll a 98, it is bad news bears. Alright, Teltheus, let's see what happened to you. Poor Teltheus.
Oh no.
So this one darts towards Teltheus, and he stabs forward with his trident. As it darts around him and gets to his other side, it's just moving too swiftly in this water, and it plants both of its hands on either of his shoulders and sinks its teeth right into the back of his head as he looks surprised at all of you, and then his eyes fade as the life leaves him.
Shit.
And then it just pushes him off to the side in the water and takes this chunk of skull out of its mouth and tosses it off to the side.
Is this enough to break Iota's mental block?
Yeah, I'm like,
Yeah, I'd say so, because you basically just watched like a father figure die in front of you. And all of this comes rushing back to you, memory after memory, all these feelings. This scream is erupting in your throat as you feel this lightning crackling around one hand of yours and this heat from this shining light in the other, and you feel as 2 gods are battling inside of you. And I don't think it's your turn.
Yeah, I am almost last.
Oh, no, it is your turn because
he's dead.
This is gone.
Alright, I'm gonna toss off the amulet for the Shining God, and I am full pissed now.
Okay. So you take this amulet, rip it off, and toss it off to the side, and you all watch as this set of smiling teeth slowly sinks through the water, heading towards the bottom of this cave. So what would you like to do now?
That's a good question. I'm trying to decide. Can I use any of my old spells, or are those still locked out for me?
I'll let you use one if you want to.
I'll hold back on using that one then. I'm gonna use Radiance of the Dawn.
Oh, nice. So they have to make is it Constitution saving throw?
Oh yeah, it's a Constitution saving throw.
Okay, cool. So 2 pass and 2 fail.
10.
So this beautiful shining light blazes out. You feel the water heat up instantly. The one that was hit previously with the magic missile is just incinerated. This blackened corpse is starting to float to the top. The other one that was clawed is now looking heavily wounded as there are burns all over it, as the other 2 quickly got behind Coral, though they were still hit with some of the blast.
Good.
And then it goes to Ariel.
Yeah, like, I mean, all that happened. There's 2 behind Coral. Or, like, they swam behind Coral?
Yeah, you can go up to them if you need to.
Okay, I have a short sword. So I am going to hit one of them.
So there's one that looks pretty heavily wounded, and there's 2 that they're hurt, but they're not too hurt. So which would you like to go for?
The one that's heavily wounded. 18.
That's definitely a hit.
4.
So you slash, and it looks like what little life this creature still had, you took it away. And the other 2 are shrieking now. They're angry, they're furious, and you can almost understand what they're saying, but it's just being lost in this water. And you see the torch that Teltheus had is now slowly sinking. This light source is slowly starting to fade as it's going further and further down. And suddenly there is a splash as this rope now is coming down into the water, and you see Tom coming in, and he has a snorkel and a spear.
Tom, no.
So he's just diving in, and he's got his spear in hand. He gives you a thumbs up, and it goes over to Seru.
Alright.
So there's 2. They look a little bit injured, but not too bad.
Oh, I don't know, can I use you said the torch that we need is like sinking away?
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna use Mage Hand to like get that torch.
Oh, nice. So you reach out with your hand, and the torch, it was going towards the bottom, suddenly changes course and comes right into your hand.
Yes.
And now this area is illuminated, and the 3 of you who will desperately need this can see once more. And we go over to Trash Bag.
Hi.
These 2 creatures look like they're heading towards Iona. They look pretty angry.
Yeah. I'm gonna get my short sword out. And I'm gonna try and do like a little stabby stab.
Awesome.
And I have a 17.
Alright, that's definitely a hit. Roll that damage.
Okay. So that's an 8.
Awesome. So you cut right into this creature, and it shrieks a bit. And now they're looking quite panicked because there's a newcomer that just came in. They're getting pretty hurt. So they are both going to try to swim away. So Trash Bag, you get an attack of opportunity.
So I got a 6 plus 5 though, so that's like an 11.
So you swing a little bit awkwardly, but it's hard to get a good swing underwater, so it's a little slow-mo. And you see both of them just dart further into this cave, and there's actually a tunnel further in, and they go right in there. And now we are out of initiative.
Whew.
So you are looking around this area. You see Teltheus is floating just in the middle of this place. He's dead. And Tom looks over at him, and he is looking panicked. And Ariel, you can suddenly feel the collective. They're almost humming through you. That tunnel, they want you to go in there. It feels right.
All right, well, I'm going to start heading towards that tunnel then.
Yep.
I don't know if I could talk to you guys. I can't. So I was just going to be like,
Hand signals.
glurble, 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 glurble. So, like, I'm just going to point to my head as well and say, like, going that way. And then I'm going to start swimming that direction.
Can I check Talotheos, his pockets, and see if he had any more of, like, the breathing stuff?
That's a good question. why don't you go ahead and roll percentile? Above 50, we'll say there's one.
76.
All right, yeah, you found one.
Aha, I'm gonna give that to Tom.
So you hand him a potion from the dead elf, and he is looking at it a little awkwardly, but, you know, he shrugs, like, I'm in this far, and he slams his potion back, and he makes a face because it did not taste great, and then he's surprised he could breathe.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, we gotta go. We're gonna keep going. Let's go.
So he grabs onto Teltheus' trident because it's way better than his Garbo spear.
Yeah.
And so you all start heading towards that tunnel. And Ariel, make me a survival check.
19.
So Ariel, while you're swimming, you're pulling from the collective's memories. You're seeing little bits and pieces like telltale signs that you would have never known of creatures that live underwater. This is where they would go. This is how you can tell which tunnels are more frequented. You are following this along until you actually start seeing murals on either side of the wall. On one side of the wall, you see this beautiful 6-winged shining bird, and people seem to be worshiping it. This thing is massive, and all these people are prospering under this bird flying over them. And on the other side, you see this must be undead version. Its flesh looks like it's lying all over the fields, and dead are crawling out of it, while the people are terrorized and running, and this black energy is radiating from it. And you keep going, and while you're looking at these murals and you're swimming along, it actually starts arcing upwards. And you come into this chamber, and there's air for you to breathe, and you see this egg, this 40-foot tall egg. And Tom comes out of the water right behind you. Whoa, what the hell is that thing?
That's not what I thought I would hear first. I don't know. That's might be what they were trying to protect, possibly. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, we have no clue what that is.
Well, you can make one hell of an omelet.
Oh, geez. Well, I don't know what it is. You probably don't want to. No, I don't know.
Maybe it's like a dragon turtle egg or something. I don't know.
Dragon turtle, yes.
Tom, you're just saying things now, aren't you?
I'm pulling words out of stories, and I'm hoping for the best.
All right, so is everyone out of the water at this point?
Mm-hmm.
All right, where did the mermaids go? Or not mermaids, but the sirens at this point, because that's clearly what they were. They went this way, but they're not here.
I don't know.
You did not see them as you were going along.
All right, so
Hey, Tom, can I borrow your trident for a second?
Yeah, sure, Iona.
Awesome. So I take it in my hand. It's a little weighty. That's nice. That's a good little weight to it. And I walk up to the egg and I start tapping it with the butt end of it, not the pointy end. How sturdy is this egg?
It's fairly sturdy, but when you start tapping it, you could feel it shake a little.
Cool. I'm gonna stab the egg as hard as I can with the trident and then
my God.
follow it up with a shatter spell.
Oh,
Ooh, I was gonna ask if I can do a hold person.
Ooh, okay.
am I gonna be mad about this?
So what we're gonna do is, all right. So Iona, you go first. You do your stabbing the egg, and then what we're gonna do is we're gonna roll initiative to see whose actual spell goes off first.
Okay.
Don't fuck me up, dice.
So I guess Iona, just roll your damage for first stabbing the egg.
Well, I got 6.
So you stab through this egg with a satisfying crunch, and it gets through that eggshell. And now both of you roll initiative.
I got a 1.
I got a 19.
That's okay.
Okay, so here's what happens. Iona, you have stabbed into this egg and you cast Shatter. You all see this ripple go across the egg and cracks form all over it, just as Trashbag is reaching out. And Iona, you have to make a saving throw as you feel your whole body start to tighten.
15.
So, Iona, you resist the spell's effects and shake it off as you watch pieces of this egg begin to fall and smash onto the floor. This yellow, putrid liquid that smells kind of like blood and scrambled eggs just leaks out all over. This creature with 6 golden wings falls out of this egg. It is massive. It is at least 30 to 40 feet tall, and its flesh looks like it's just falling off of it as it shrieks and this exposed bone is flailing around. You are all terrified. Ariel, everything in you is screaming to run. The collective is screaming at you, filling every one of your thoughts. Seru, you are more terrified than you have ever been. This being doesn't make sense. Your mind feels like it's being pushed to the brink. Iona, you are standing so close to this creature, and the smell is just sickening you as you see this undead creature roaring and slamming against these warded walls. And Trashbag, the beloved shining creature that you were supposed to hatch for your god, has been hatched too early and now is becoming an undead monstrosity before your eyes. Everyone has 1 turn of actions. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna dive into the water and aim for where I came from.
Okay, roll me an athletics check, because you're just trying to swim as fast as you can.
Oh man, 19.
Yeah, you're good. You dive into that water.
I was like, oh, I'm glad it rolled well this time, Jesus.
Seru?
I don't know if I should do like fog cloud or if I should just get the fuck out of there.
I keep thinking you're saying fart cloud.
I mean,
maybe.
Oh, both are effective.
yeah.
You gotta cast it somehow.
Just fart cloud. If I do fog cloud, then I'm gonna have to wait again to escape.
You could cast it and move as well.
I'll do that.
So Seru, you cast this spell and instantly this fog just coats this entire area. And Trashbag and Iona, you hear a splash, and then a smaller splash, and then another splash as Tom's getting the hell out of there. He is noping so hard.
Hard pass.
And we go to Iona. What is it you'd like to do?
I kind of want to cast Flaming Spear at this thing, as close to as possible.
Oh, nice. Okay, yeah. So this thing is too big to get out of the way. You can just hit it. So just go ahead and roll damage.
So 11.
Awesome. So this fire just rips into this creature. And now the smell of cooked meat is quickly filling this area. And it is shrieking out in pain. And Trashbag, you are standing in the middle of pure chaos. What would you like to do?
I'm attacking Iona. And I'm going to go ahead and attack her. I have a crossbow, apparently. 5, so it's 20.
Does that beat your AC?
Yeah.
4. Okay.
Iona, you feel this bolt pierce right into your side. You look down and see this trail of blood now leaving you, and look up to see Trashbag just through this fog with a crossbow. And Ariel, you and Seru are swimming at insane speeds as you finally get through this cavern and you get to the rope, and you, Seru, and Tom are climbing up this thing because your lives depend on it. Back in the cave, Iona and Trashbag, you two are fighting each other while this flame is still roaring and burning this creature, and it's smashing into the walls. And pieces of the wall and ceiling are now falling. I need you two to make dexterity saving throws to avoid this collateral damage.
19.
Okay.
5.
Oh, Trashbag. Trashbag, you take 9 points of damage as a rock just slams you in the head.
I think that's all of my hit points.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Okay, so Trash Bag, you raise this crossbow and you're gonna take another shot at Iona, and it's almost this cinematic moment where this rock just hits you in the back of the head. You fall down, your crossbow fires off, hits the creature roars in pain and starts smashing through the ceiling. And Saru and Ariel and Tom, you are up top there, you're just climbing out of this well. You see the ground is actually starting to bubble, and you see businesses are caving in. Marvin's Marvelous Meals is splitting in half. You see these rocks are starting to break apart as this creature is ripping its way through the earth. You three just haul ass out of there, and Tom just hightails it. Looks like he's going towards the houses, towards the shore, and the two of you are just gone into the woods as you hear this creature demolish this town, and the people are screaming. Iona, you are at the bottom of this cave. You're looking up maybe 50, 60 feet. The rocks have fallen and caved in, collapsing your way out as you look up at this beautiful, clear blue sky as you've gained your memories back, but it looks like you just lost your town.
When a tabaxi bard graced a cover song with the Church of the Shining God, along came this song. From when the cultists plot to hatching out an egg, their lack of social skills finally showed. They came after me with a pissed off elven priest, tossed me in a well and was bit by sirens' teeth, while the mighty swarms talked of sorrowed hearts, and so cried Iona, the sirens' destarts. Toss a coin to your trash bag, O village of Ythill, O village of Ythill, oh, oh. Toss a coin to your trash bag, O village of Ythill. At the cavern dark to hatch the elder egg, while clerics betray you and your heart does mourn. Then the egg it broke, it smelt of blood and yolk. Out ran an elf and halfling from whence they came. Then the beast behest to consume the souls, no rest. It shall destroy humanity, so run for your lives. That's our church's tale, our mission did we fail. Some swam and we're swimming, please Marvin one ale. Toss a coin to your trash bag, O village of Ythill, O village of Ythill, oh, oh. Toss a coin to your trash bag, a free-laden kitty. Toss a coin to your trash bag, O village of Ythill, O village of Ythill, oh, oh. Toss a coin to your trash bag, a flea-ridden kitty. Toss a coin to your trash bag, O village of Ythill, O village of Ythill, oh, oh. Toss a coin to your trash bag, a flea-ridden kitty. Gimble, famous gnome bard.
It is absolutely necessary for the peace and safety of mankind that some of Earth's dark, dead corners and unplumbed depths be let alone, lest sleeping abnormalities wake to resurgent life, to newer and wider conquests. H.P. Lovecraft. But what if the worst should happen, and these words go unheeded? The darkness deepens, but you'll find you're not alone with the Lovelycraftians, a Call of Cthulhu actual play podcast, available at lovelycraftianspodcast.com or your favorite podcasting app. We all roll for sanity together here.